Fullerton Ground, good afternoon. Cirrus 747 Sierra Delta's north hangars with Tango looking at taxi active.
747 Sierra Delta, Fullerton Ground, runway 24, taxi via Bravo.
Runway 24 via Bravo, 7 Sierra Delta.
Look at you.
Yeah, well,
24 via what?
Bravo.
Bravo. Bravo.
Ground Bonanza 8565 Mike off 24 at Echo Taxi Southeast Hangars.
8565 Mike, Fullerton Ground, taxi Southeast Hangars, be Alpha, have a good day.
Alpha Southeast Hangars, 65 Mike, good day.
Where's the wind coming from?
Let's see, where's the sock at? Where's the sock? Give me a second. There it is. So it's in between a direct headwind or a left.
Right now, where's it coming from? In front of us, behind us, to the side of us?
Right now it's coming from behind us.
Behind it to the right or behind it to the left?
Behind us from the right.
Cool, so what do we do with the flight controls?
So you want this? No?
If it's a quartering tailwind, we do
The opposite.
down,
Down.
and away.
Down and away like this?
Down
Uh-huh.
and away.
And away.
Make sense?
Yeah.
It's coming from behind us and to the right. We go down and away. All right?
Yep.
Hold it in there.
Yep.
There you are. Good. If it's a quartering headwind, you just go into the wind and you keep the elevator neutral. Excelentos. See, it's coming behind us and to the right?
Yep.
Excellent, good. Down and away. Good.
Fullerton Ground, System November 90157, off 24 at Delta, request taxi back to General.
Just a 90157 Fullerton Ground, taxi General, be Alpha, have a good day.
General be Alpha, good day, 157.
And on takeoff, it'll be a left crosswind.
Right.
Cool. Solidos.
Quick question. So you don't want me to put any kind of plan in
Nothing.
here? Nothing. Got it.
I just want us to go off the nav log
Okay.
in terms of altitudes and headings. Use the autopilot all you want,
Okay.
but headings and altitudes.
Got it.
Excellent.
Okay.
And looking out the window, obviously, pilotage, right? That's the goal.
Of course.
Good.
How's your door? My door's good. Cap's handle pin is removed. Seatbelts are good. Air conditioning is the desired fuel quantity. Or neck and neck, we'll leave it. Fuel boost pump is on. Make sure it is as required. Flaps going to 50. How's your side?
Mine work.
So does mine.
Excellent.
Okay, navigation radios. So let's go there.
Crosswind after the antenna, traffic inbound from
We're not talking about it after that. So what I will do
Cessna 496, runway
is
246,
we'll
takeoff.
put tower here.
Excellent.
1194.
Excellent. Staying ahead of the airplane.
Cessna 64 Lima, traffic inbound from the
Let me
west,
get
helicopter
ATIS
1100.
124, 175.
We're looking for that traffic, 964 Lima.
And then I'll put ground's same as here, 21.8.
Excellent.
Cessna 64 Lima, traffic's 2 o'clock, 2 miles,
Okay.
1,100. I had visual on the traffic, 64 Lima.
So I'll go ahead and put in 091, unless you want me to keep the runway heading bug first.
Let's do the runway heading, and then when we're ready to turn, we'll turn to that first heading.
You got it.
Solid. Good thinking.
So I put 240, I got 6,000 plugged in. That doesn't matter because we're...
What altitude are we climbing to?
6,000. Oh, sorry, 5,500.
Excellent.
Yeah, good call.
Excellent.
Okay, let's see. So that's done. We'll just leave that on map. Get the timer ready.
Helicopter 19 Kilo, runway 24, clear to
Let's
land.
check the...
24 clear to land, helicopter 19 Kilo.
Autopilot. Let's go to heading. Seems to work. I can find it. brakes, power level, run the engine. Let's bring the mixture back up. 1700.
Set it and leave it.
Yeah.
Don't touch it. Move your hand away from it. Excellent. Good. Good.
Got 70 RPM drop there.
Excellent. What's the max RPM
150.
and difference between the two?
75.
Cool.
We're good there. Good. Test.
Jimmy, I'm proud of you, man. You're killing it.
Bring her to idle. Let's see if she idles. Reluctantly she does, so we'll bring her back to 1,000. Bring some mixture back. Okay. Strobes, land, boom, voltage, everything was good. Pitot heat, needles drop, engine parameters check, power level. Okay, let's check our flight instruments. Good, flight controls free and correct. Trim is set for takeoff. Okay.
All these small things you now do on your own that I used to prompt you. Remember those? Remember the days?
Yeah.
64 Lima, frequency change
Phenomenal.
approved.
Phenomenal. There's, you know what we call it where I come from?
What's up?
Nachas. There's no more nachas for a flight instructor than to see their student do all the things that I used to have to tell you to do.
Right.
Excellent. Say nachas.
Nachas.
There you go.
Cessna 496, runway 24, clear line.
Nahat.
20496.
Do you know how to center the screen on where you're at?
It's right here, right?
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. Good.
Okay, let's do a briefing.
Helicopter 340 Tango Mike, 5 southeast with Tango landing.
Plan is to fly to San Bernardino
Helicopter 340.
via Navlogs.
Navlog.
Another Navlog flight.
Walk me through what you'll do every time you reach a checkpoint.
Sure. So
Actually, starting with takeoff, what will you do?
first thing we're gonna do once he clears us, I start rolling over those bars. I'm hitting enter,
Next.
starting the counter.
I would say right
Throttle.
before you apply the power for takeoff.
Okay.
Right? Excellent.
So we'll do that. We'll start the counter. We're gonna request a right downwind departure, and we're gonna dial in a zero heading of 091. And since you're okay with it for the sake of Navlogs, once we enter into the downwind, we're established. We'll let the autopilot do its thing. We'll start paying attention, marking anytime we get to a waypoint, we're looking at our time and our fuel. But now that I remember it, in order to get this, we did have to put.
Nope.
Sure.
This is our time,
Uh-huh.
and then fuel is go right there.
Right
used.
there?
Yeah.
Used. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yep.
So yeah, so we're gonna get to we're gonna look for our points, and you know, top of climb. Next one's gonna be a beam, KAJO on the left, and then next one's gonna be Lake Matthews on the right. Then we're gonna make a left turn heading 035.
Cool.
And proceed, and then
Excellent. You talked about what we're checking. What do you do with your eyes out the window every time you reach a checkpoint and turn to that heading?
well, we're making sure we're verifying what we have here.
We're looking outside to find what?
Our waypoints.
Our next checkpoint, right?
Right.
Once you do find the next checkpoint, what do you do with this heading that you calculated? Ditch it,
Yeah.
right? Because what are we following now once we see it out the window?
Wait, so I did this wrong. So this is what I need to have showing.
What? Yeah,
These
that
are
heading.
These
Yep.
are headings.
They're right there?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
Perfect. Once you see the point you're going to out the window, what do you do with the heading? Ditch it. No one cares about the heading anymore.
Right.
I simply move my body towards my point.
Right.
What do we call that when you move your body towards a point?
Pilotage.
Excellent, good. What do you call it when you blindly turn the plane to this calculated heading?
Dead reckoning.
Excellent. The goal on an avlog is to transition from dead reckoning to pilotage as quickly as you can.
Right.
Make sense? Which is why we don't want our checkpoints to be 100 miles apart, because we need to hang out for 70 miles in dead reckoning. We don't want to do that.
Right.
Pilotage, 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 pilotage. It's how you walk in your house.
Right.
Pilotage. I see my kitchen door and I go through it. Easy?
Right.
Solid.
And just to confirm, at 16 minutes we start our 1,000-foot descent.
Well, forget the time. Once we reach San Bernardino, I'm sorry, Lake Matthews, we turn left to the next heading.
Right.
Right? And then how many minutes after that? What's the minute amount between Lake Matthews and our top of descent?
3 minutes.
Excellent. So 3 minutes after Lake Matthews, we'll begin our descent.
Gotcha.
Make sense?
Yep.
Cool.
So that's part of the briefing. Rest of the briefing is in case of emergencies. Anything prior to rotation speed of 73 knots, pull all the power, use a runway, brakes, stop the plane, get off the runway. If it's after rotation speed, we're going to use what energy we have. We're going to continue our climb, look for a place to land in front of us. Like we've discussed before, Beach Boulevard is a decent option. If it's anything above that, i.e. maybe like in the pattern altitude, we're gonna use that, and we're gonna attempt to come around and land. If all else fails, our last resort is our caps, available at 600 feet, and that will be our last resort.
I like it.
Any questions?
No questions. You feel ready?
I think so.
I like it. Take it away. Was that the plane that was doing the noise?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Crazy noisy. All right, clear right.
All right, thank you.
Phenomenale.
714 Bravo Hotel, hold position.
Holding 4 Bravo Hotel.
Let's do it, James.
Tower helicopter 3119 kilos, hangar 21, look for northwest departure with Tango. Helicopter 3119 kilo, hold position. Hold position 19 kilo.
Oh, yeah.
Approaching Tower Cirrus 7470 Delta, holding short runway 24, looking for a right downwind departure when able. That's a big boy.
How are their ears not like, their eardrums are not popped? That's crazy.
And forward to tower, Steerman 906, take off in order.
Steerman.
Runway 24, right turn out.
Cirrus 7 Sierra Delta, Fullerton Tower, say again.
Yeah, Cirrus 7 Sierra Delta, holding short runway 24, looking for a right downwind departure when able.
Cirrus 747 Sierra Delta, runway 24, clear for takeoff, right downwind departure.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24 for Cirrus 7 Sierra Delta.
Excellente.
Central aircraft information, uniform current altimeter 2.
Our flow's good.
Yeah, boost pump. I'm going to put that in and get that. You haven't messed with my flaps yet today, thank God.
Oh, no.
Tower from Steerman 906.
That's when you do the flow, right? When you're taking the runway.
Yep.
Good. And what will we hit before we apply the power?
We're going to hit
Cool.
turn.
Final looks clear. Good.
Okay. You ready to go?
Ready to go.
Runway 24.
Make sure it's coming in.
Runway looks clear.
Runway looks clear.
Excellent.
Enter on the time.
Charlie going back.
And it's going.
There you are. Take it away, sir.
Power's coming in. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed is alive.
Tower for 9086, can you say winds?
Beautiful.
4 Bravo Hotel, runway 24 at Charlie.
Don't turn right. Why are we turning right? More left, more left, more left, more left. Good. We're fighting both that crosswind and your tendency. You saw how you turned right off? Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Because you're aware of it, which makes it even more interesting.
Right.
Excellent. All right, clear right.
And sir, Stearman 9086 for takeoff, and sir, can you say winds? It'll be a right turn now.
Not too steep, Chips.
Helicopter 19 Kilo, say again your request.
Speed northwest departure, 19 Kilo.
Helicopter 19 Kilo, northwest departure approved, runway 24 at Charlie, clear for takeoff.
24 Charlie, clear for takeoff, helicopter 19 Kilo.
Both ground, both towers, 20496, holding short, runway 24 at Bravo, requesting reckless traffic.
Good, you verified the scoreboard?
Got that.
You know what the scoreboard is?
Yes.
Excellent,
yes,
you verified that?
yes.
Excellent, good.
Yeah, get my hand on it.
You good?
Take it off like I normally do.
Solid. Once you verify the scoreboard, you could feel the plane took over. Now you're monitoring the system, but you don't want to just press the button and let go.
Right.
Excellent.
Okay.
Sherman 9086.
So we do need to watch a little bit of the Bravo here.
Wind 190.
Zoom out a little bit. You're too zoomed in a little there. What's the Bravo above us?
Stearman 9086.
Well, I'm looking off to the left.
Clear for
Not
takeoff,
left, above us.
runway 24
Above
right
us
turn now.
is, so it's going to be, there's no Bravo above it. Oh, right here. 6,000.
Cool. And then to our left?
To our left is 4,000.
Cool.
I was looking, yeah, for the left. Okay.
Cool.
So
what's our next checkpoint?
7 Sierra Delta, free train crew.
frequency change, 7 Sierra Delta. Our next is top of climb.
Cool. And what should our time and fuel look like?
It should be, let's see, 5 minutes. And it should be 4 gallons.
Cool. How many gallons are we at now?
2.
And how many minutes?
We're at 3.
Excellent. So we have 2 more minutes and 2 more gallons to be on the money.
Right.
All right. And as far as our top of climb, there's no real thing to look out the window and move our body towards because it's a pointed space. You can't really see it, right?
Right.
It's just a pre-calculated when we will reach 5,500 feet. Easy?
Yep.
Solid. Once we do reach our top of climb, what could we look for out the window and move our bodies towards?
Corona.
Excellent. And then move our bodies towards right of it. Excellent. Solid. Good. Jimmy, good stuff. What can I tell you? Right rudder, Jims. Excellent. Remember, there's 2 things your autopilot has no access to on this airplane. What are they?
Rudder.
And? 2 things. What are they? Rudder and?
Power.
Excellent. Easy?
Yep.
Good. What's the Bravo shelf off our left? Where does that begin and end?
7,000 to 10,000.
Phenomenal. What's our cruise altitude?
5,500.
Excellent. Is that a factor even if we end up turning left for some reason?
No, it's not.
Excellent. Do you see what situational awareness means?
Correct.
Even though we're not flying under it, I'm aware of what's to my left, I'm aware of what altitude it begins at, and I'm aware of my cruising altitude, and I could ascertain whether or not it's an issue.
Right.
You hear that?
Yep.
Excellent. Situational awareness. How long did we say our climb should last?
5 minutes.
Woo-hoo-hoo. I want you to be very specific with your numbers.
Yep.
So, looks like about, to me, my guess will be about 10 seconds behind because we're not yet at 55.
Okay.
And
55.
There's 50. Call that, let's see, once it shows 55, call that top of climb.
Top of climb.
There's 55,
510.
510.
510 and 3 gallons.
Excellent. Good. Now let's reduce our power. We'll do our cruise. What power setting do you bring it to?
64.
Cool. I like it. Cool. And the mixture.
We'll just go for that 15.1, right? We're not going to use lean assist.
No, just bring the mixture back all the way. Yeah.
Right there?
Just fly the plane normally, yep. Okay. And then fuel balance. And then fuel pump off. That's it. These items are the cruise. Make sense?
Yep.
Excellent. What's our next checkpoint?
Next checkpoint is a beam Corona.
Cool. Could you see Corona out the window? I can clearly see it.
You can clearly see it.
Clearly.
Yes, I see it.
Excellent. So are we going straight towards it now?
No, we're off to the right.
We are off to the right?
A little bit.
I would say let's go a little more to the right.
A little more to the right?
Runway 6.
Yeah.
Runway 6, wind 220 at 5, clear to land.
3 degrees, 5. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And let me know if you could see Lake Matthews. I can clearly see it. Big blue body of water.
Yeah, I see it.
Excellent. So let's steer the plane straight towards Lake Matthews because that's our next checkpoint, right?
Yeah.
So if you could see 2 checkpoints ahead, even better. Right? Excellent. Good. So whenever you get a chance, I want you to tell me what time and fuel should we show when we are a beam Corona.
Right.
Whenever you get a chance, I want you to tell me what time and fuel should we show when we are a beam.
5.5 gallons and 10 minutes.
Cool. Solid. Love it.
Yeah.
Good situational awareness of what's going on?
Yep.
Excellent. What Charlie does the Ontario Charlie go up to? What altitude, I'm sorry?
It goes 2,700 to 5,000.
Cool. What altitude are we at?
We're at 5,500.
Cool. Are we any conflict with it?
No.
Excellent. Do you see what situational awareness comes down to? Phenomenal. Good. As we say in Spanish, excelentos.
Bueno, qué bueno.
Qué bueno? What's that?
Well, what's good? What's good?
What's good?
Yeah.
Qué bueno, sino porque está español.
Like you told the Italian with a...
Italiano. I like the spaghetti. Amazing. Incredible. See Lake Matthews?
Yep.
Excellent.
But we wanted to be a beam, though.
You did a beam. We're pretty much to the left side of Lake Matthews.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yep.
Yeah, we're moving to the left of it. In real life, next time you do an avlog, make left Lake Matthews a checkpoint. Fly smack to the center of it.
Well, you know, we weren't too far off.
And then turn.
Yeah. 082, 082.
Correct. But you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you go pilotage, ditch that heading.
Okay.
Because now we're fighting. Look at what the wind's doing to us. That's why we were headed towards Corona. So with pilotage, I could account for any wind that exists that I ain't planned for.
Right.
Easy?
Yep.
Solid. Let me know when we're a beam Corona, sir.
Yep.
Corona.
603 Delta Golf, say your intention.
I would like to attack.
We were planning on being here.
Right.
You see how close we are to Corona?
Yep.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's move more to the right. Let's go smack to the center of Lake Matthews. Excellent. See the center of the lake?
Yeah.
Perfect. Good. Or the, lake.
Yep.
Lake Matthews. Excellent. So let me know when we are a beam Corona.
2990, thanks, 7 miles south, inbound for Loma Linda helipad, please.
Breakfast received to Loma Linda. Landing Loma Linda will be at your own risk, non-movement area. Wind 2208, gust 16, prefer landing assured.
Mercy 25, we'll call landing assured, thank you.
And just to stay clear of these clouds,
Yep.
let's go down to 5,000. And then once we reach 5,000, we'll be clear of it. We'll go back up to 55. So we'll just kind of do that just to stay right. That's good. And we'll keep on our plan. We won't touch anything else.
We are...
Even though we should be under the clouds.
We'll call that right there, beam 950.
And what did you plan?
10.
Cool, let's call that 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at that.
Fuel is 4.1.
Excellent. And what was our fuel supposed to be?
5.5.
And it's 4.1?
Yep.
So we're ahead by how much?
Was that 1.4?
Excellent. And we're smack on the money with our time.
Right.
Phenomenal. What's our next checkpoint?
Lake Matthews.
Excellent. You see we're piloting our way towards it. Excellent. Doesn't matter what the wind's doing to us. We're headed straight towards Lake Matthews.
Right.
Easy?
Yep.
Excellent. Once we reach Lake Matthews, we should be at what time and fuel?
13 minutes, 6.5 gallons.
Excellent, Sally. Good. Once we're clear of these clouds, we'll go back up to 55.
You got it.
Cool. You said 13 minutes?
Yes.
Cool, so we have 2 minutes and 15 seconds to get there. I feel good about it. What was our ground speed that you planned for this leg?
173.
And what's our ground speed?
164.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Right? So you see things change.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Probably like a bag, plastic bag or something. Excellentos. Once we touch Lake Matthews, then turn to your next thing. Don't go smack to, you don't have to go smack to the center of it. Even though in the future, make the center of the lake your checkpoint, right? But here, once we touch it, we should be good. Do navlogs make sense?
Yeah.
You get the whole plan of heading, but then see it out the window and move your body towards it?
Yep.
Excellent. Good.
So you want me to call it at the edge of the lake?
At the edge of the lake, yeah. That's where I want you to figure out how long it took us, how much fuel, and then we'll turn to our next heading. Excellentos.
365, copy, thank you. Air transport 35.
Good stuff, James. And that's the Tower of San Bernardino?
Yes.
I like it, 1945. You got the ATIS on standby?
Yep.
Cool. Once we make our turn, and we have what we call a low workload period, we could listen to the ATIS, because things will happen fast. Not yet, no rush, there's no rush. Once that thing, you know you're on it.
When it's right there?
Yeah, because that way you know you're smack.
Right.
Or you could just look it, don't rush it, there's no need to rush it. Excellent. Good, we could call it.
Okay, so 4.7, and we'll call it at 1240.
Excellent. Or 1250.
1250.
Yeah, and now what's our next heading?
020.
Zero.
I'm sorry, 023.
Cool. Excellent. Perfect.
Landing and departing runway 24. All aircraft retract all hold short instructions in assigned altitude. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Delta. San Bernardino Tower. Information. Delta 2056 Zulu. Wind 250 at Niner. Peak gust 16. Visibility 10. Sky conditions scattered at 5,000. Scattered at 5,500. Temperature 18. 2.1. Altimeter 2990. ILS. Runway 6. Approach in use. Landing and departing runway 24. All aircraft retract all hold short instructions in assigned altitude.
Which runways are used?
24.
Excellent. Are you done with the ATIS?
Yes.
Perfect. Good. And our next checkpoint that we could actually see will be what?
Our next checkpoint that we can actually see, we just have top of it's nothing. We have we're going off minutes now.
Top of descent, right?
Yeah.
So that's we can't see that.
Right.
So what's the next checkpoint we could actually see?
It'll be San Bernardino.
Exactly, right?
Right.
So let's see if we could see San Bernardino Airport.
Should be right smack in front of us.
Should. Let's see first what the wind's doing. Let's start thinking like a pilot.
Wind's pushing us this way.
Excellent. So if we planned in a perfect world to be smack in front of San Bernardino, but the wind's pushing us, should we be looking a little to our left or a little to our right?
A little to our right.
A little to our?
Wait, if the wind's
one more
pushing
time.
us
The wind is pushing us to the right.
right.
Unexpectedly.
Right.
So is
the
San
plane-
Bernardino falling more and more to our left or to our right?
There it is right there, to our left.
Do you hear my question?
Yeah.
So if the wind's pushing us to our right unexpectedly, would San Bernardino fall more to our left or more to our right?
More to our left.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Absolutely solid.
Yeah.
So before you start looking out the window for stuff, what should you look at?
Look at the wind.
Excellent, because if you're looking straight ahead thinking the world has remained perfect, that thing is off to your left or off to your right. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yep.
Phenomenal. Save yourself time and money by looking at that first. Do you see San Bernardino?
Traffic.
So let's move the airplane towards San Bernardino. So we're going from dead reckoning to
pilotage.
Excellent. Solid. And when did we say we'll begin our descent?
16 minutes.
Not at 16, but how many minutes after Lake Matthews?
Traffic.
3 minutes.
Right, so what did we reach Lake Matthews at?
12:45, so right now.
Cool. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Absolutely solid. Don't touch the power, leave the power.
Oh.
Because we're treating it like cruise. There you go. Because you need to lower the altitude pre-select.
Oh, I didn't.
There you go. What's the TPA?
2200.
Cool. Good. And in our case, actually, let's reduce power just because we are closer than we think.
Right.
Show me the delta of San Bernardino.
Right there.
Cool. So we have information what?
Delta.
And what are we looking to ask them? Full stop, right?
Full stop, yeah.
All right, let's do it. Take it away, sir. And I would reduce power more just because we're a little starting to fall behind the airplane while itching way closer to the... Does that make sense?
Right.
Excellent. Good, buddy. Take it away.
Air Transport 3493 Heavy, contact departure, have a great flight.
Over departure, have a great day, Transport 3493, happy Friday.
And San Bernardino Tower, good afternoon, sir. 747, sir. Delta is about 9 to the south. Inbound full stop with Delta.
Sierra's calling San Bernardino Tower to the south, 747, what was the last few?
Yes, 747, Sierra Delta.
Sierra 747, Sierra Delta, San Bernardino Tower. Altimeter is 290, current winds are 250 at 10, gust 18. Report 3 miles to the south.
Okay, we'll report 3 to south, 7 Sierra Delta, thank you.
Excellent. And we see we're set up perfectly for a left downwind to runway.
24.
Excellent.
So where do you gauge mileage now?
3 miles to the south?
Yeah.
So deltas, typically the class delta, extend 4 miles out from the runway.
4 miles?
Yep. That's
so
the dimension of class delta. Yeah, like about
traffic.
About 5 seconds after you enter it.
100 feet below.
Call it. There they are.
You got it. Oh.
See a jet?
Yep.
Cool. Once you're about 5 seconds into the delta there, then call 3 miles. You can even say it now, it does it. Okay. We're ballparking it. And I would disconnect autopilot and start hand flying the airplane. Good.
And Sierra 7 Sierra Delta is about 3 miles out.
Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, enter the left downwind for runway 24, report midfield.
Left downwind for 24, and we'll report midfield, 7 Sierra Delta.
Do you see how everything in the air is all about execution? All the planning happens on the ground.
Yes, sir.
That's it. All the planning happens on the ground. In the air we only execute. Have you ever been here?
No.
Okay, there you go.
San Bernardino Tower, Skyhawk 783, Delta Golf holding short, runway 24, left cross for departure.
A pattern's a pattern's a pattern's a pattern, not a hair under 22, 100 knots, left downwind, left base, 5.
Hold short 24, 783, Delta Golf.
James, good stuff. Not a hair under what altitude?
22.
All right, let's see. Without me prompting you.
Yeah.
A day will come where that will happen. I know it. I know it. And we'll parallel the runway.
Right.
I'd say we're a touch too close.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. More room is better than less room.
Cessna 3 Delta Golf, watching turbulence from heavy.
Right, because that way you don't overshoot final and then enter into a potential spin.
24, wind 2605,
by overbanking.
15, cleared for takeoff.
By overbanking. So give yourself room. Don't worry about it.
24, left cross and approved.
Doesn't cost you
anything.
anything.
Wake to real 783 Delta Golf.
Sierra 70 Delta, you're in sight, 1 departure prior to your arrival, a Cessna, runway 24, cleared to land.
We'll land runway 24 and we have the departing plane in sight.
Excellent. Good.
Okay, so...
Take it away, James. Normal landing, and it'll be a right turn off the runway.
Yep.
And then it'll be a taxi back.
San Bernardino Tower, Mercy Helicopter 25 at Loma Linda with Delta.
Mercy 25, San Bernardino Tower.
For the east ramp, please.
Sounds cute.
Oh, you never know.
No.
Mercy
It's deceiving.
25, departing Loma Linda will be at your own risk, non-movement area, wind 290 at 5-15. Traffic,
500
is departing runway 24 for a left crosswind, report 1 mile south of the tower.
25, roger, thank you.
Excellent. Final.
Clear.
Looks clear. Phenomenal. Take your time. Don't turn too soon. Square your base to final. But you see, giving yourself more room. We're not overshooting final.
Okay.
There you go. And now you can start a nice shallow turn to final instead of going steep. Excellent.
500
Good. Take it away. In fact, touch down on those white 1,000-foot markers. You see those white blocks?
Yes.
Touch down on the 1,000-foot markers. You got it. The best way to do it is cut all the power, because you're high,
Yeah.
and then introduce the power slowly as needed.
Right.
That's safer than thinking you have, and then you're not cutting it off in time. Good. Now slowly add some power. Good. And then precisely touch down on the 1,000-foot markers. Excellent. Good. Come down. Good.
Caution, underspeed.
Wind.
It's all good. It's all good. Make it a safe landing. That's our #1 priority. Always. Beautiful.
Tower Mercy 25, about 1 mile south.
Welcome to San Bernardino.
Sierra 70 Delta, confirm this is a full stop.
Yes, full stop, and I'd like to taxi back to the run-up area.
Mercy 25, you can cross runway 24 and proceed to your ramp. Landing your ramp will be your own risk, non-movement area, wind 280 at 4, gust 15.
25, roger, thank you.
Sierra 70 Delta, you turn right, taxi Alpha 2, your mainland frequency, and taxi runway 24, correction, runway 24, taxi via Alpha 2 Alpha.
24 Alpha 2 to Alpha 2 via Alpha, and remain with you, 7 straight Delta.
Perfect. This is Alpha 2, and then that's Alpha to runway 24 with her.
486, Samaritan Tower, welcome back. Report 1 mile northwest, San Bernardino altimeter 29990.
Are we clear left there? Excellent. Solid.
Cessna 3 Delta Golf, your frequency changes approved. You like SoCal 127.0. Have a great day.
You just flew an avlog, James.
Change approved, thanks. Have a good one, 783
There's not much to it.
Excellent. Tower, King Air 16,
Good.
Whiskey 50.
Good. See that?
Delta,
Alpha 2 Alpha.
12 to 11.
Excellent. Now we're clear.
King Air 12 to the west, your call sign again?
Jimmy, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, 160 Romeo Whiskey.
Nice work.
King Air 160 Romeo.
Is it nearly as complicated as you thought initially avlogs would be?
29990.
No,
Understand you're to the west. Are you more northwest or southwest?
Execution is definitely
coming through the pass and,
easier than
the planning.
For me.
Excellent.
But now once you get the planning down,
yeah,
it all makes sense. It's got it's one big
helicopters inbound from the northwest.
How long did we say the flight will take us?
Oh, jeez, I didn't even check that.
The total time, about 21, I think it was. Yeah, pretty much. Look at you.
Yeah.
How much fuel did we say we'll burn?
6.2.
We said 7.
Yeah.
And we burned?
6.2.
0.8 off.
Yeah.
Nice work. Jimmy, that's pretty darn good.
Non-movement area, wind 260 gust 15.
Really, really nice work. Once we come to a stop, I want you to just download out of your head everything that you realize on this flight. Right. We'll kind of debrief it real quick. And then we'll...
And run-up's right there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. In the corner there. Anywhere here past this thing, you could just... This whole area. So go to the corner, and then we'll stay out of the way.
Left corner or right here?
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead.
Yeah. This whole area is the run-up.
Oh, okay.
Right
Got it right
here. Yeah. And then the whole short line is down there. Excellent. Yeah. So we could turn around towards the wind. That song I sang on Downwind, I wrote this morning. Only execution in the air. The planning happens on the ground. Amazing. All right. Jimmy, talk to me, Baba.
Grab a swig of water.
Oh, yeah. Swig of water and a swig of coffee. Cafe.
I wish I would have ate. I didn't even eat.
The what?
I said I wish I would have ate.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we did an vlog.
What'd you realize? What are some stuff?
Well,
what are some things I prompted you on that next time you will do on your own and realize without me prompting you?
When I'm using pilotage, making adjustments just because this is what I calculated doesn't always mean that it's going to work.
Correct. The idea is get up in the air. Once you get your eyes locked on your next checkpoint, throw this away.
Right, because once because it's obvious planning this, winds were something else.
Correct.
Okay? I tried to plan 24 hours ahead.
Correct.
Obviously, what I planned with did not end up happening.
Correct. But don't disregard what you planned, because it's what you planned that allowed you to reach pilotage.
Right, right.
Because of your planning, we turned to an approximate heading that allowed us to see Corona.
Right.
So you should respect your planning. It's phenomenal.
Right.
But we don't want to stay there like a monkey once we see that the wind is drifting us off course.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
You start with your planning, and then you transition to pilotage. That's literally what we mean by you start with dead reckoning. I'm shooting in the dark, and then I transition to pilotage. I could see where I'm going to.
Right.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Solid.
So yeah, that was pretty much it. So what's the plan from here?
How about the not a hair under 2200?
That too.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't need to prompt you on that. Right?
Right.
Solid work. Good stuff. Otherwise, pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. You saw how close we got with our time and our fuel. Right? You see what happens every time you reach a checkpoint. How long did it take us? How much fuel we burned? What's the next heading? Finding it out the window and moving your body towards it.
Right.
Simple?
Yep.
Absolutely solid. Proud of you.
Yeah, Romeo, let's see you sure for